about this horse for a while, which is from the family of an old favourite, really. There's no other way to describe it. Ream 3, we followed no end of horses out of her. So it would be very rude for us not to have a look at the latest edition of the Ream 3 2022. Captain Winters is the name of the horse. Trained by Kevin. It's took 3 times to win. It's only just won by a head on the last occasion, but it is slowly but surely heading in the right direction. Key to this horse, really, in my view, is that there's so many pattern race horses related to it very closely. If people look at the damn Ream 3, they will see that this horse here, Captain Winters, is a half-brother to 6 pattern race performers. One of them has won a Group 1, Ajman Princess. One of them has been placed in a Group 1, Imperial Charm. There's a Group 2 winner in there as well, Osteo. Group 3 winner in there, Kate Byron. And a couple of listed winners as well, Third Realm and Triple Time, which to me is one that I've missed this year. Triple Time, I was looking forward to seeing that one for Classic Watch 2022. The dam, Ream 3 herself, is a listed place, half-sister to a Group 2, Group 3 and dual-listed winner, Afsari. The third dam is a half-sister to North American Group 1 and French Group 2 and Group 3 winner and stallion, French Glory. Side a few French jump horses. The fourth dam, Dunette, actually is a classic winner. She won the 1979 French Oaks. So we've got pretty good form back to the fourth dam already. So if we were to just run it through another site that we like to use, you'll see that he is from family number 26. Anything like that without a number in, a letter afterwards, is one of the original families that this lady identified as one of the best at the time in the 1700s. Now you'll see this is our little bit here. We're not, excuse me. You'll see that there's some interesting horses. There's not really much on this line at all. There's horses like Shardari, not much classic form. You'll see she's actually quite closely related, if you go back far enough, to 1888, to Gloaming. You know, one of the best Australian horses. And there's a race named after him, and he won plenty of races out there. But this is the part we're interested in. You'll see that we've traced it back to the fourth dam anyway. So the fact that there's nothing after this fourth dam here of our horse, to me, is quite encouraging. It means we haven't missed anything. It's obvious that this lady missed. You'll see it's related to other French Oaks winners there in 52. French Oaks winner. Yeah, Ascot Gold Cup winner there in the 50s. It's actually related, if you see there, the St Ledger and Ascot Gold Cup winner Solario. It's funny that we were talking about the Solario Stakes. He's just now in the horses we were looking at. You know, how long will it be before Family 26, a horse that we've identified, wins the race? Where Solario was also female line 26. But you can see around it, there's not really that much. You know, it's a pedigree that goes back a long, long time. You know, the first one, Old Merlin mare. Side by Old Merlin, it's a mare. You know, it doesn't take them long to name their horses these days. Darley Arabian mare, it is what it is. You know, there's a few in there. See, from the start of racing, it's winning classics from 1700s, this line. You know, if we try and take it back to the closest day as we can. There's a Coronation Stakes there, the Derby. Yeah, people might think that the Coronation Stakes is that Royal Ascot. Who knows what it's named after? People think it's named after. There's also a horse called Queen Mary that won some good races that could be named after a Royal Ascot race. But there's definitely a Coronation there that won the Derby in 1838. But would they name a fillies race after it? Let's see, going back here, we're still only at 1900, you see. There's a Belmont winner there for 1903. We're still not before the war there, the Second World War there. With horses like Lineage and Precept out in Australia. Yeah, this is one that really has signed a lot of classic winners for good 200 or 300 years. It seems to have stopped You know, if we look at on the line that we're on, we're looking at ones quite recent. There's an Argentinian Oaks winner there from 1972. Yeah, there's a Guineas winner there. That's 1826, 1854. It'd be interesting to see that we're only still halfway down it. There's old Gamilati. I remember that one. Godolphin won the UAE Guineas. Of course it did. There's Hong Kong Derby winners there, a couple. So outside a couple this year. We're getting recent now in Austria and Denmark. There's a good horse. Look, Trempolino. 1987 or 88 or 89 Arcs winner. Might have won the Arc at 3, I suppose, but it won at 87. Who knows? We're not looking. It's got some nice horses there. So that'll be the most recent one that we found on the line by a long way. There's a Belgian Derby winner, Swiss Oaks. Then we're looking at horses from the 60s again, and then we're back to our bit, you see. So we're not far off, you see. I keep scrolling past Gloaming. We're still only in the 1920s. There's Oxbow there. Look, that won the Preakness outside a couple recently in America. So again, this is an interesting line, this is, you see, because there's not many stallions on it that we can see now currently, according to this. So we'll have to see it. We'll have to see how the horse goes, Captain Winters. But it's a nice horse, and I would be surprised this is not a pattern race horse, because a lot of them are on this line. Like I said, this horse is related to 6 pattern race winners. Is it a classic horse? Time will know. 3rd round was 5th in the Derby, I think. I did actually fancy it that day. I think it won a poor race. It won a trial and then was 5th in the Derby. So you have to sort of aim high with this one, and hopefully this will be a similar sort of horse to that. All right, I'm going to put the screen back up, the intro screen up quickly, and then we're going to move on to the second horse. No, we're not. We're going to watch it win. What am I on about? I like to use the excuse of saying it's been a long day, but it hasn't. So let's have a look at the horse winning.
That's it, they're all in and they're off. Running over 7 furlongs, Anjo Bonita began well with King Harry in the almost white jacket, and right there to the outside is Runaholic in the early strides. So they form their early order with Oh No Joe in the green jacket, racing keenly. That one over racing, if anything. Behind the front wall of horses comes Ray, is in the green and white colours to the inside of Captain Winters, and then comes Far From Forgotten. Head above the rest is on the inside in the red and white jacket as they leave the back straight behind them. Nova Portion, Eye of the Beholder, and a Golden Firefly are in the rear pack. Making the run down the side of the track towards the final half mile, Anjo Bonita and Runaholic are occupying the first 2 spots. King Harry and Oh No Joe are just in behind those from Captain Winters, and Ray to the inside, Far From Forgotten, and head above the rest, and Nova Portion further back to Golden Firefly. Down the straight, Eye of the Beholder's got a bit of work to do. It's Anjo Bonita, Runaholic, and Oh No Joe. Captain Winters making an effort to their outside with 2 furlongs left to go. Anjo Bonita, Runaholic. Here comes Captain Winters, one with a spot of experience. Ray White sleeves to the wide outside. They've kicked away from Oh No Joe. They hit the furlong marker. Captain Winters near side. Runaholic between horses. Anjo Bonita, and Ray's going to try and pick them off as well as they go close home. It's again Runaholic between horses. Captain Winters near side. Captain Winters, Runaholic, and Anjo Bonita. Good finish.
There,
just off those was Ray.
Got it home well on the day.
Yeah, Captain Winters at the 3rd attempt has got there. Summer Lope de Vega did give the second Runaholic a good couple of bumps within the line.
Yeah, a little horse. It weren't shy, was it? Getting stuck in. Kate Byron's obviously a 6 furlong winner. Osteo, I think, was a 7 furlong winner. Group 2. But yeah, you have to see what it makes up into. They're running it over 7 furlongs already, which make you think that it's not going to drop down in trip to 6 furlongs at 2, is it? You would think. It will have to be an interesting horse, I think that is. We'll have to see how it goes.